So in case you don't know, in case you haven't seen them, we got 2 segments on the channel covering King of Fighters motherfucking Maximum Impact 2. But in the duration of the revisiting video, I went on talking about how much I didn't like the game and why I didn't like the game. And some of you motherfuckers took that personal. So as a content creator, there's a very specific and mature way that you're supposed to go about addressing things like this. But I don't give a fuck about none of that shit today, nigga. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit ass, soft ass, pussy ass shit, my nigga. Niggas gonna come at me talking about
you didn't get a game a fair chance, you didn't play long enough, you only played for an hour. You gotta play for about a few days to determine whether or not you don't like the game.
Nigga, what the fuck type of sense do that shit make? Well, calm down, nigga, damn. They just trolls. And it's just Maximum Impact 2. Who gives a fuck about either of them?
Yo, what is up, everybody? It's me, Razo Munchausen, and I'm coming at you with a very interesting video, actually. One that I didn't think I would have to make anytime soon. Like, I knew I was going to make a video addressing some things within the SNK community and some channels, but not this soon. So, if you could tell by that intro clip, I'm going to be talking about Ignant Rizzy and his little rant that essentially stems from the fact that he couldn't handle someone giving out some advice and some form of criticism. And I'm going to share my thoughts on it, essentially. So, as you can tell, as he stated that he did, a quick playthrough of Maximum Impact 2 for about an hour. And, went through why he didn't like the game and all those other kinds of things. And Ignant, who is very well known for commenting on KOF Maximum Impact videos and soundtracks and KOF videos in general, it was like, hey, I respect your opinion, but I also kind of disagree, which is fair. He's respectfully disagreeing with you. There is such thing as agree to disagree, and went through why he's like, the game is actually pretty good and stuff like that. It's not terrible, and actually probably should give it a fair chance. Now, the reason why he was saying that, it wasn't him saying that, like the game. It was him saying, don't be so close-minded. Stop being biased. Because if you watch his two playthroughs, you can pretty much see that he already has a clear bias against the game. Alright? He's not going in there open-minded. He went in there automatically roasting the game and everything else like that. So he already went in clearly biased against it, and that's what was being called out here. And that's fair, When you go into these things, you don't want to go into something new or revisit it with, an automatic closed mind. You want to go in there with a bit more open-minded and see like, hey, do my judgments still stand? Do my thoughts still stand? And that's with just about anything, not just video games. That's just something kind of like in life, with food or cultures or movies or shows, anything of that sort. It's just better to be open-minded about some things. Not everything, obviously, but about some things. That's just kind of like how life works. You can't just live your life closed-minded and biased towards everything. And that's just kind of what Nintendo was getting at. But no, he didn't take it that way. Instead, he decided to go on his rant, as you could tell, and essentially roast him, me, and anyone else who didn't really share his views on the game. And I say me because I was one of the ones who was also kind of calling him out on the fact that he was clearly being biased. Of course, I was playfully doing so, not going in there and be like, yo, you're clearly being crap. I was going in there and be like, yo, listen, you're just trashing the game to trash it. It's clear you don't know what you're talking about and all that other kinds of stuff. I didn't go in there doing that. I went in there and was like, yo, I can clearly see you being biased. But I kind of poked fun at him a little bit about it. But apparently he had to go on a whole freaking like 1 minute rant, I think, or 40-second rant. I really can't remember. And essentially act immature about it. And yeah, I'm like, why? You know, after seeing it, I was like, really? You couldn't even take that. You couldn't be like, well, you know, maybe you're right. Maybe I was a bit biased, you know. Constructive criticism, you know. It's there for a reason. It's there to kind of like help. You weren't being torn down. No one was holding a gun to your head or running at you with a gun saying, yo, I'm gonna shoot you if you don't like what I like, you know. Whether it be Maximum Impact or a movie or anything like that, man. No one was doing that. But this man decided to go out of the way and act like a doggone fool. Why? Who the heck knows? But in the end, they tried to play it off as like by laughing and play it off as kind of like him kind of joking. But what really killed me was when he's like, you know, hey man, chill. Who cares about Maximum Impact 2? Who cares about the trolls, you know? All that kind of stuff. Because yes, those who disagree are trolls. I love that. And I feel like that was a joke, but in this case, I'm like, that's just a little bit too ironic. Especially since he has a pattern of doing this. He did this with KOF14, actually. When one of my friends, you know, called out some of these other YouTubers who were sharing KOF14 footage early after SNK went out. Was like, please don't share it early. Wait until everyone gets, you know, their copies of the games. Wait until it comes out before you start sharing footage. One of my friends, you know, brought it up on his channel as well, and he called him out for it. You know, said, hey, you should be happy again, you know, KOF14 footage, you know, gameplay and all that kinds of stuff when people playing it. And he did that, called him out, and I was like, really? Okay, whatever. And they did the exact same thing with Geese's reveal in Tekken 7, where me and maybe a few others, I don't know, but mostly me, from what I can remember, I brought up the fact that, you know, some of the stuff that he was showing in the game, like doing it in Tekken 7, he did since the Fatal Fury days. Because with the way Rizzy was talking about it, he was talking about like he's never seen it in KOF, which is fair. But, you know, me trying to go in there like, yo, actually he's had this since, you know, the Fatal Fury days and so on and so forth, and list off some of the games. The next video he does, he goes in roasting the ones who brought it up. Me, and I even called him out for it. And so on and so forth. And then he did this in other videos as well. And then this one. And I'm sitting there like, listen, I get it. You go by Ignant Rizzy, alright? And Ignant, for those of you who aren't familiar with that term, is another way of saying kind of like ignorant, or really just some other meanings as well. And I get it. You go by Ignant Rizzy. Well, don't be ignorant in this case, man. It's just someone just giving you constructive criticism. Come on. They're just politely telling you, like, hey, you should probably give it a bit more fair chance. You know, you should probably drop your bias. There's nothing wrong with that. Again, no one is holding a gun to your head and being like, listen, like it. No one is threatening to burn down your house for not liking something that they like. No one is doing that. And you've been doing this for the past couple of years, man. But come on. You're a grown man like me. You're like in your late 20s or early 30s. You know better. I shouldn't have to tell you that. But in the end, I know you're going to play like, oh, I don't care. You're probably just going to throw some insults at me and whatever. And you know what? You do you. But I'm just saying, man, it's okay to take criticism. It's okay to, you know, look at comments, see the response, and be like, hey, okay, maybe you're right, you know, maybe I do need to work on this. You know, it's all good to do that. No one is going to judge you for doing that, man. But yeah, those are my thoughts. And again, I thought this would be quick, but man, time flies when you're doing a video like this. But anyway, again, those are my thoughts. That's my kind of like response to his little rant. And yeah, if you enjoy the video, please let me know. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.